Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing okay and having a good wherever you are. Having streamed Metal Gear 1 and 2, I thought it finally time to get to the legendary video game itself. This is Nesk. Is that like naked sec? Colonel, can you hear me? Yeah, very excited for this one. I hope I can do it justice. I wouldn't say I'm an expert at the game, but I got quite a few optional calls, a few interesting tidbits, mostly from watching the Outer Heaven network. If you guys haven't seen them, they're pretty much the authority on Metal Gear Solid. They'll try and channel some of their cool energy to get you at least some of that experience. I don't think I'll be doing every single call. They like to do like every single call and the different permutations and stuff like that. I think I'll do like every single one, but I'll do a lot of them. This game is about being on the codec a bunch and talking to the guys and then doing the mission and seeing what's what. But I got a couple of secrets I could reveal that'll be fun to see. Less so for Metal Gear Solid 2, more so for Metal Gear Solid 3. But yeah, I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. Let me not delay any further. It should be set up just fine already. We shall see in just a second. We'll be playing the US version because it is still sort of emulating PAL versus NTSC, and NTSC is just smoother. Oh, we're not going to do this intro yet, sorry. I know some people are probably waiting to do that intro. The intro kind of has a bunch of stuff that's repeated from the briefing. So I'd like to do the briefing first, which is quite iconic. Funnily enough, a lot of people just skip over the briefing, and that's totally okay. I think you can get the gist of what is going on without the briefing. They do have a section here as well for the previous two games. It's very short because obviously not too much happens. I'm not going to go through all of this, but if you want to see what happened in Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2, you can go watch a previous playthrough. The only things to really take away from this is Big Boss is killed by Solid Snake in Metal Gear 2. And so is a lot of his teammates. We also rescued Holly, and Dr. Madnar was killed there, and so was Dr. Marv. Those are all the main characters. You could also probably talk about Grey Fox a bit, who is one of his partners that he got along with, and they fought each other barehanded, and Grey Fox also died there. I'll go man that bot in a second. Not a lot of those characters make a return. For example, Holly, she's just written out of the story, so you won't see Holly ever again. So if you were keen on seeing Holly in this game, I'm sorry. But yeah, there will be some returning characters from Metal Gear 2, and here we go.
It's been a long time, Snake.
I should have known you were behind this, Colonel.
That's no way to greet an old war buddy, Snake.
What do you want from me?
I just invited you here so we could have a talk.
Invited? That's what you call sending armed soldiers after me?
Sorry if they were a little rough with you. But we've got a serious situation here. Only you can get us out of it.
I'm retired from Foxhound. You're not my commander anymore, and I don't have to take orders from you or anyone else.
You will take these orders. I know it.
Excuse me.
Who's this?
Dr. Naomi Hunter.
Hello.
She's chief of Foxhound's medical staff and an expert in gene therapy.
She likes
Are
jeans.
you military?
No, civilian. I've been sent here from ATGC. Pleasure to meet you, Snake. Don't worry, this injection won't hurt a bit.
What's the shot for?
What's wrong? You don't like shots?
Snake, listen up. It all went down 5 hours ago. Heavily armed soldiers occupied Shadow Moses Island, a remote island off the coast of Alaska.
What soldiers?
I believe this island isn't real.
Special forces, led by members of Unit
Sorry, if you want to go to
Foxhound.
Shadow Moses Island, I don't think it's a
They
real
presented
island.
Washington with a single demand, and they say that if it isn't met, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
A nuclear weapon?
I'm afraid so. You see,
Alistair!
the island is the site
How
of a
you
secret
doing?
nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Foxhound hijacking a nuclear weapon?
Now you understand how serious the situation is. You'll have 2 mission objectives. First, you're to rescue the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, and the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. They're both being held as hostages.
Yeah, fake island is very fake.
Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to launch a nuclear strike, and stop them if they do. Any questions, Snake?
Questions?
Oh, appreciate you showing your face, dude. That's really kind of you.
Well, you can
Hope
make
you're
up
doing
your
okay.
mind after you hear more about the situation.
Yeah, so that's the start of the briefing. Famously or infamously, the order of this briefing is not in the right order. I do have the right order, and I'll be playing it in that order. Obviously, if you want to play it in the release order, you can do that. And I think you'll get this. Don't know how you play these oldies, dude. I'd put them on and just go for it. And I've got some interesting things to show for them, you know? At least I try. Yeah, so I'll be playing this in order. What's interesting though is there's a tape you can easily miss on this. If you're like, I like the player and you don't really want to do the mission, like you want Snake to just have a good life, you can just exit here, and it actually has a tape where Snake tries to leave. It happens at around the 16 unit where I can't remember what the guys said. I think it's where Snake learns about Liquid, who's one of the main antagonists we'll learn about in here. But yeah, there's a tape you can play here which if you try and exit. That'll only play if you immediately try and exit. Yeah, it's at the 18-minute
Colonel,
mark
I don't
there.
work for the government anymore. Let me go back to Twin Lakes.
Why, Snake? Is your life in Alaska all that great?
There's a dog sled race this week. Next Saturday, I have to be in Anchorage.
The Iditarod? The longest sled race
This
in the
actually
world?
only has 2 endings,
When did you become a dog musher?
and only one of them is
Right
canon
now,
for
my
the rest of
50
the series.
Huskies are my only family. I've got to take care of them.
Don't worry about your dogs.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, Snake, but this vessel is headed for the Bering
I'm not
Sea.
100%
There's
sure,
no
though.
room for debate.
I told you, even if I do owe you, I don't owe anything to this army or this country.
You
Snake
will
just wants to go
accept
mush.
this assignment.
Why should I be stupid enough to do that? I'm no patriot.
Snake, there's enough dirt in your file from your days as an agent to keep you in the stockade until you're a very old man.
Oh, I see. Blackmail.
No, Snake. I prefer to look at it as helping you come to a decision more easily. But anyway, I know you better than that. You take this assignment even without the threat.
Why do you say that?
You're a natural-born soldier. You're not the grow old gracefully type. It's the same for all of us who've seen real action.
This is a lot of what Big Boss says at the end of Metal Gear 2, where he's like,
I know those feelings of
you can't escape that. That's all you are. You just want to be a soldier.
Boy Scout out there in Alaska, but you can't race dogs in the snow forever. Why don't you come back to us and be a soldier again?
You think my life is some kind of a joke?
Snake, I just want to give you back your purpose in life.
Again, the same idea where Big Boss is like, I just want to keep you, you know, having some kind of purpose. Big Boss says the same thing pretty much at the end of Metal Gear 2. Right, so as you saw in the top left corner there is the timer. So if you were to play these like directly one after the other, you'll see that timer jumps around a lot. Like I said, it's not in the right order. So let me play this in the right order, which funnily enough, this one is the first one in the right order, and then the rest of them aren't.
Tell me about the nuclear weapon disposal facility.
The disposal facility includes a hardened underground base. Even with our most intelligence gathering equipment, we can't tell what's happening inside.
It's iconic, that gunshot noise. I have to remember to press circle every time for it too.
Sounds like a spy movie. What's the insertion method?
I'm not used to B being the go forward button.
With the storm going on.
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
Approach?
Yes, within a few miles of it. The facility is equipped with sonar detection capabilities. They'd be able to hear our engine or propeller noise.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV.
Launch?
Same as a torpedo.
Launch!
Only this has no propulsion device of its own. After the SDV gets as close as it can...
Have a good one, Ellie. Thanks for popping by.
Have to swim.
You want me to swim in sub-zero Alaskan water?
Don't worry. That suit represents the latest advances in polythermal technology. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment
OSP.
Yes. This is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
What about unofficial support? So funny enough, this timeline one is very tricky. It's like, oh, don't you want to hit this one? We actually need to go out here to hostages.
The chief of DARPA and the president of an arms manufacturing company.
You'll see you still get the gist of it if you do it in the order that is presented, but it is interesting to see it in the actual time order.
Terrorist group attacked.
Must be extremely important exercises if those two were directly involved. Were they testing some kind of new advanced weapon?
I'm not privy to that information.
Do we know exactly where they're being held?
The DARPA chief has also been injected with the mini-transmitter. As you get closer, you should be able to pick up his location on your radar.
Oh, by the way, the timer thing, you might hear about a remake for this game called Twin Snakes for the GameCube. It completely ignores the timer, it just always resets back to 0. So if you want to know about the quality of that game, well, the briefing has huge fuck-ups just to start, and that's not even talking about some of the bullshit they do in the animations and stuff they did for that. It's really fucked. Twin Snakes as a gameplay wise was better in some ways, except for the MGS2 camera I think broke it. I prefer the first one regardless. And again, the story is fucked in Twin Snakes. It's very fucked.
Isn't there some kind of safety device to prevent this type of terrorism?
Yes. Every missile and warhead in our arsenal is equipped with a PAL, which uses a discrete detonation code.
PAL?
Permissive Action Link. The safety control system built into all nuclear weapons systems. But even so, we can't rest easy.
Why not?
Because the DARPA chief knows the detonation code.
But even if they have a nuclear warhead, it must have been removed from its missile. All the missiles on these disposal sites are supposed to be dismantled. It's not that easy to get your hands on an ICBM.
That used to be true. But since the end of the Cold War, you can get anything if you have enough money and the right connections.
Anything. You can order a pizza on a fake island. It's this one.
So what exactly are they demanding?
A person's remains.
Remains?
That's right. To be more accurate, cell specimens which contain the individual's genomic information.
Cell specimens? Why would they want that?
Cell from
Terrorists
Dragon
need
Ball
them.
Z.
You see, these next-generation special forces have been strengthened through gene therapy.
Strengthened?
You've heard of the Human Genome Project. They've been mapping the human genome, and they're nearly finished. Following up on this research, the military has been working towards identifying those genes which are responsible for making effective soldiers.
There are genes that do that?
Yes. And using gene therapy, they're able to transplant those genes into regular soldiers.
Gene therapy?
Now everyone has access to genes.
With gene therapy, we can remove those genes which we know may lead to sickness or disease, and at the same time splice in genes with beneficial effects, such as resistance to cancer, for example.
In other words, we can overcome all sorts of genetic diseases, and at the same time add genetic characteristics as desired.
Okay. And so if you knew what genes were responsible for making the perfect soldier, you could implant them in the same way, right?
Yes, we could.
But it all depends on being able to isolate and identify those soldier genes.
And in order to do that, it's helpful if you can study the genomic information of one of the greatest soldiers ever.
Who is it? Who is it? Who's the greatest soldier ever, guys? Genetic strengthening.
One of the greatest soldiers ever?
The man they call the greatest warrior of the 20th century.
You don't mean Big Boss.
Whoa!
That's right. We've been working feverishly to identify the genes responsible for his incredible combat skills.
Sigan.
So far, we've discovered about 60 of the so-called soldier genes.
Sigan doesn't like
was
cardboard
recovered
boxes, so it
after
can't be him.
Yes, and his cells have remained frozen in a cryo chamber. His genomic information is a priceless treasure to mankind.
Priceless to the military, perhaps.
His body was burned severely, but it was possible to restore his DNA profile from just a single strand of his hair.
You people are amazing. And then you're gonna transplant those genes into soldiers?
Yes. We'll use a process that I discovered called gene targeting. The strongest soldiers don't become what they are by acquiring their skills through training or experience. We now know that hereditary
Maybe
factors
naked,
are
but
far
how do
more
I take
crucial
off
for
my
creating
pants?
superior soldiers.
Snake, we can't give them his body. It's potentially
Nice
more
details
dangerous than all
there
the
from
nuclear
Naomi, by the
warheads on
way.
that island put together.
I hear the terrorists are calling themselves the Sons of Big Boss.
The sons of Big Boss?
Where Naomi just says his body was badly burned. So because it was a top secret op, she doesn't actually know that it was Snake that did it. That's a cool detail that they keep in, even though it's not required for any reason whatsoever. Then all of a sudden we gotta go all the way back here to the time limit.
What's the time limit?
24 hours. They say they'll launch after 24 hours.
Yeah,
Do they say what the target will be?
maybe
So
that's
far,
why they
they
didn't
haven't
include it.
mentioned
It's
the
like the
target.
greatest
When did the
man,
countdown start?
the greatest soldier
5
ever
hours
was
ago.
killed by a homemade flamethrower. Who's in charge of this operation?
Colonel, who are you speaking for?
Naturally, I'm representing the
For
U.S. government.
free?
So who's in supervisory control of this operation?
The President of the United States.
Which means that the president is meeting with
Excuse
his
me.
top aides in the map room about now, huh?
No, at this point they're still video conferencing with each other.
If that's a real nuclear warhead, shouldn't they issue a COG?
Not yet. The Secretary
Gears
of
of War?
Defense has operational
cog?
control and is fully aware of the situation. After you infiltrate, if you determine they possess nuclear launch capabilities, a COG will be issued.
Well, if they haven't relocated to the nuclear shelter under Mount Washington, I suppose there isn't that much reason to worry yet. Is the National Security Agency in on this?
Yes. So is the DIA, the Defense Intelligence
Yeah.
Agency.
The DIA? I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this.
They'll be
Yeah.
sending you some support.
We don't need desk jockeys. We need a nuclear weapons specialist.
I have one.
Of course. A nuclear weapons specialist has already been assigned to us.
Nastasha Romanenko. Who's the support crew?
We need backup from a specialist. I'm just an amateur when it comes to nuclear weapons.
I know. That's why I've requested the assistance of a military analyst named Nastasha Romanenko.
What just happened to
She'll
the
be
audio
providing
there for a
backup
second?
by Kodak.
A female analyst?
She's built up an impressive record as an advisor for the Nuclear Emergency Search Team. Contact her if you have any questions. She's also
I love
an expert on
Nastasha.
high-tech weapons.
Where's she working from?
At her home
I'll
in
mention
Los
something about the
Angeles.
text going over now.
California.
This is going a bit
Seems like a
fast and I don't want to
million miles
interrupt the
away.
dialogue too much. It's interesting. She has a point to make with regards to the Chernobyl incident. It's interesting that they show the player, but they don't tell Snake about it until she says it. Like Snake doesn't see that information, we do. As a theme of this game, where the players sometimes
well
have more
armed are
info
these
than
terrorists?
the
I know
characters
there was an
involved.
exercise going on at the time they revolted.
They're heavily armed, I'm afraid.
What about their battle experience?
The 6 members of Foxhound in charge are all hardened veterans. They're tough enough to eat nails and ask for seconds.
You can play the whole
I
game
would
without
expect
ever
anything
talking to
less from
Nastasha
Foxhound.
once, actually.
The others are next generation.
But she's got like some of the
special
best dialogue
forces.
in the
They're
game.
not your average grunts either.
Next generation forces. So what are we at? 12 minutes? So the next
Tell
one
me
should be
about
like
these
the
next
16
generation
or
special
14 minutes.
forces.
They started out as an anti-terrorist special ops unit, made up of former members of biochem units, technical escort units, and the nuclear emergency search team. Their purpose was to respond to threats involving next-generation weapons of mass destruction, including NBC weapons.
Until they were added, that is.
Who's they?
These guys
They,
didn't
them.
start out as regular army.
Looks like a pretty international group. Mercenaries?
Yeah, and it gets worse. Most of them were from a merc agency that I think you're familiar with. They were part of Big Boss's private guard. And after Big Boss went down, the military just bought out all their contracts.
Outer heaven.
Out of heaven.
After that, they were merged with our own VR unit.
I'm trying to
at
close
Force
stuff in the
21
background.
and retrained.
I'm trying to figure out why
If you
the
ask me, these so-called
sound is
next-generation
dying every
special
now and
forces
again.
should be called simulated soldiers. They have no real battle experience.
Video game players, huh?
Don't forget they've all been strengthened with gene therapy.
video
They
game
carry genes
players.
which make them excellent
Huh?
soldiers. Don't get careless
think
just
I
because
fixed
they
it.
don't have much experience.
At least mostly.
I thought using genetically modified soldiers was prohibited by international law.
Yes, but those are just declarations, not actual treaties.
Oh.
The interesting thing is that nearly every member of the unit conspired in this attack.
Every member but one or two. What was the reasons for the unanimous approval?
How could an entire unit be subverted to rebellion?
They're calling it a revolution.
Since they all went through the same gene therapy, they probably felt closer than brothers. They see the unit as their only family.
The sons of Big Boss. But if they were regular army, they must have been interviewed periodically by army counselors.
A According to their files, they all got straight A's on their psychological tests. They all seemed like fine, upstanding, patriotic soldiers.
But they all took part in the uprising?
No. Several people didn't show up on the day of the exercise. That's why there was a resupply of troops.
Was there any sign recently that something might be wrong?
There was a report a month ago that they were acting strangely.
Apparently they consulted classified information about the soldier genes and performed their own gene therapy experiments.
They can do that even without you?
Well, our gene therapy process is almost completely automated. And besides that, they're all geniuses with IQs over 180.
Even the existence of this genome army is a national secret of the highest order. We've been hoping to investigate this thing quietly and deal with it behind closed doors.
Give me a second, I'm just checking something. Black border. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I'm not missing a fix for the audio. I think that's just an emulation issue then. Unit Foxhound. Now we get to learn about the 6 bros. Yeah, you see this is at 15 minutes and the exit one is at like 16, 18, somewhere there.
I was a commander of.
So it's pretty much just after this.
Combining firepower and expertise. They're every bit as good as when I was commanding them.
The most important one. Damn, you know, you're bringing them up already. Let's go. That's 2.
Psycho Mattis with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant.
The raven
shape.
on my head first for his blood.
Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter.
Looks like a lovely bunch of folks. Too bad we'll be meeting under these circumstances.
And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound Squad Leader.
Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake?
Liquid
Yes.
Snake.
And you're the only
Snake,
person
you always
who can stand
ask a
against
question as an answer. Yeah, so obviously after that he would normally leave. I forget. Ah, shit, I don't have the Liquid Snake one. Okay, so I might fuck up this one. I think the Liquid Snake one is immediately after this. Let me just check. Yeah, okay, I thought as much. I just didn't have it written down.
Liquid Snake. The man with the same code name as you.
Tell me what you know.
He fought in the Gulf War as a teenager, the youngest person in the SAS. His job was to track down and destroy mobile Scud missile launching platforms. You were there too, I believe. Didn't you infiltrate Western Iraq with a platoon of Green Berets?
I was just a kid myself back then.
The details are classified, but it seems that originally he penetrated the Middle East as a sleeper for the SIS.
He was a spy for the British Secret Intelligence Service?
But he never once showed his face in Century House. He was taken prisoner in Iraq, and after that there was no trace of him for several years.
Damn.
After you retired, he was rescued and became a member of Foxhound.
I thought that by the time I left, they were no longer using code names.
I don't know his real name. That information is so highly classified that even I can't look at it. Here's a photo of him. Pretty shocking, huh?
The resemblance is uncanny.
Skin tone is different, but otherwise you two are exact duplicates.
I have a twin?
I don't know the details, but it seems so.
Adam from Metal Gear Solid
That's why
3
we
or
really
Adam
need
from
you
the
for this
new
mission.
from the Old Testament.
You're the only one who can beat him. Now that I've met you, I know. You've got something that he doesn't. I can see it in your eyes.
Why don't I find that thought more comforting?
Yeah, so it's pretty much there, as you can see, 1823. He would have looked at that and gone, nah, I don't want to be a part of this mission. I'm done. Is that a snake? I didn't realize.
retired. Why are you involved in this?
Because there aren't many people who know Foxhound as well as I do.
Is that really the only reason?
I've been soldiering for a long time. I don't know anything else. I guess even
I
though
don't
I'm getting
remember
a
that
little
much.
old, I still love to be in the field.
Colonel,
Reasons to
you're a lousy
replay 4.
liar. Tell
Hopefully
me
I
the
get to
real
it.
reason.
Okay, Snake. Sorry. I'll be frank. A person very dear to me is
I do have a
being held
PS3 to
hostage.
be able to play
Who is
it.
My niece, Meryl.
Meryl from Psychonauts. Yeah, Eli is the Metal Gear Solid 5 reveal. Ah! I did that by accident. Wrong button.
What was your niece doing here?
Several soldiers were reported missing the day of the revolt. And my niece was one of those called in as an emergency replacement.
She looks like you.
She's my little brother's girl. He died in the Gulf War, and since then I've been watching after her.
A personal motive, Colonel. That's not very soldierly.
I'm retired. I'm just an old man now. And I'm your friend.
Since when are we friends?
I've thought of us as friends since the fall of Zanzibar.
With my personality, I don't have too many friends.
That's what I trust about you. It's what makes you human. Please, Snake. Save my niece, Meryl.
Wonder if I should
Alright.
have a...
But I have two conditions.
Okay, I won't spoil it now,
One,
but there's a
no more
prediction
secrets
war
between
I
us.
should maybe
I want
have.
complete disclosure at all times. And two, I'll only accept orders directly from you, Colonel. No cutoffs involved, okay?
Agreed. That's why I was called. But one thing,
What?
I'm not a colonel anymore. Just a retired old warhorse.
I understand, Colonel.
Still calls him Colonel. Is that a sign of respect? What about this Dr. Naomi? What's her deal?
That doctor, is she part of this operation too?
She was in charge of Foxhound's gene therapy. She knows more about those men than anyone else.
You mean you've seen them naked?
Wink.
Make no mistake, I'm not a nurse. I'm a scientist.
By the way, what was that injection for?
It's a combination of nanomachines and an anti-freezing peptide so that your blood and other bodily fluids don't freeze, even at subarctic temperatures.
Nanomachines.
Not just one kind.
son.
There are different types which will replenish the supply of adrenaline, nutrition, and sugar in your bloodstream.
Now I don't have to worry about food.
I also put some nootropics in there.
Say what?
Nootropics. A class of drugs which will help improve your mental functioning.
It'll make me smarter, huh? Anything
Will
else?
it?
Yes.
I'm
Benzodrine.
I'm
It's a
at
type of stimulant.
I'm there
It'll
at the
keep you
helm.
alert and
I don't know about the
responsive
smarter
for 12
bit.
straight hours.
That was quite a cocktail. Anything else in there?
Those nanomachines will also keep your Codex batteries charged up.
Whoa!
I guess I can call you when I'm ready to go on a diet.
You're welcome.
She's so proud of herself. Naomi, is there anything else in the shot? Something you're hiding? No?
I need to borrow your scissors.
What are you going to do?
Don't worry.
Now
just
without
gonna clean
without
myself
saying
up
it,
a
but there
little.
is a meme
Huh?
about this
I don't want to be mistaken for the leader of the terrorists.
where he gets a hair dye because of the injection. That's a pretty good. I don't want to mention what it is, because it's a spoiler. But yeah, you'll notice in the briefing he has like blonde hair. It wasn't meant to be blonde. That's just an art style. That's an art style choice, and part of the art style just brightened up his hair a lot. So he doesn't actually have blonde hair ever. But obviously, if you've seen that briefing and you see him in game, you go like, "Oh, what happened to his blonde hair?" Oh, how good is this atmosphere? It's a shame the audio is glitching a little bit. I'd love to know why. I'll see if I can. I won't try and fix it now because this audio is so fucking good. I am gonna let the intro rock now. It is gonna repeat some of the stuff you see in the briefing, but it's still like it gives more context to the infiltration. Do 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 do. No. Well, no isn't the right answer. I won't spoil it yet, but the no is the incorrect answer as well. The hint is that you still have a menu, but I don't want to show it now.
The nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by next-generation special forces, being led by members of Foxhound.
You're just in time for the intro.
They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss.
How
And they
is
say that if the
Doggy?
demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. You'll have two mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the president of Arms Tech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike and stop them if they do.
Yep, yep.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim.
I hope they're okay.
High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Okay. I hope they're okay.
The man with the same codename as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes, this is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
Man, this is a lot of nostalgia whenever I watch this intro. I unfortunately didn't get to play Metal Gear Solid on release. I played it much later, but I still loved it all the same. But you do actually have a menu, and we'll be revealing as to why that's important. I just want to turn off some of these things. Let's see, that help with the audio? Not really. It's thankfully there used to be a clipping issue. No. Especially once you figure out the secret of the chief, alright? I think it's kind of fucked up. Okay, so at least the audio is not clipping. I think I'll stick with this for now, but what I might do is just switch to my PS3 emulated version. Because that doesn't have the audio issue, but it's not too big an issue that I'm that worried about. I don't know why it's happening. I'm just gonna check one more thing. I'm just like closing a bunch of stuff in the background that might be affecting it. Because I swear when I tested it I didn't have this, so it might just be my CPU having a struggle moment. What I'm also going to try is limit the app to one CPU. It's not exactly a game that needs multi-threading. But if worst comes to worst and becomes a real problem, I will probably just use my PS3 version. See how that goes. Ooh, I think I got it. Nah, there it goes. I'm giving it a minute. How good is the soundtrack, by the way? Is the audio okay, by the way? I haven't actually checked. It looked okay on the bars, but I'm playing the Master Collection version, so it's actually technically the Xbox 360 release one. Yeah, it's just the music that seems to be in the briefing that was bad. I mean, it's just it's an audio glitch, regardless. Give me like half a second. I'm gonna see the effort it'll take for me to plug in my PS3. I don't have to do the briefing again. It's gonna be a pain this second. I'll just make sure. Again, it's not that bad an issue. I wish it wasn't there, obviously. And I don't know why it's there. And I'm probably only noticing it because I'm like super clued in on the main game. Yeah, sometimes it's just not there. But I don't know what the problem is. It might be my PC. Like maybe my PC's doing something weird. Alright, let's get this started. I'll play on normal mostly because I'm not that experienced with the game. I'm not an expert. And also you missed some calls from Mei Ling about her cool radar. We don't want to miss calls from Mei Ling. Oh. Mei Ling loves her radar. She's very proud of it. Not technically true, yeah.
Stay alert. He'll be through here. I know it. I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
Snake. Colonel, this is Snake. Snake, this is Colonel.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface, but make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Right, here we go. So now, the only way out is through the elevator through the north. These cool genome soldiers are here, showing off a style of game no one really played until Metal Gear. No, I'm ignoring the ration in the water. But I can show this. So if you get spotted, you can actually dive off here quick. And you can see it kills the alert like immediately. Wait, now I'm actually forgetting it. There it is. I knew it was there somewhere. By the way, we're not actually oh wait, sorry. Before I say that, I'll show something. Excuse me, sir. Please don't notice me. This actually wasn't going to be the first area. This was added later to make the player's introduction to the style of game a bit easier. You're actually meant to land somewhere on the heliport. So if you go up to the north here, you're actually trying to use this elevator, but as you can see, it's not here.
Snake, there's an elevator there you can take up to the ground. You'll just have to wait for the elevator to come down. You better hide somewhere.
We're actually not waiting for the elevator to come down, we're waiting for the credits to roll. Once the credits are done, then the elevator will come down.
Snake, don't forget this is a covert operation. There are lots of bad guys and only one of you. If you're spotted, you'll be surrounded before you know it.
If that happens, you're finished.
First, go to the elevator in the back, take it up to the ground floor. Then look for the DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief. Can I get the corner codec here already? I don't think I can.
Snake, don't forget this is a covert operation.
Ow! I'm trying to grab it! The game isn't grabbing him! Yeah, it looks like the emulation is actually slowing down when that audio glitch happens. Goodbye frame rate.
Where'd he go? I heard him.
Goodbye, sir. Now the elevator will come down. No more credits, no more alert. Now we're good to go. Damn it. I almost got it before he spotted me. I'll show a little cheat with the evasion as well. a little bit later. It's fun. Now we'll play Snake Undressing Simulator. Ah, the Yoji Shinkawa artwork. Tactical espionage action. Metal Gear Solid. Referring to the fact that he's now solid and not 2D. Also apparently a jab at Squaresoft. Because Squaresoft had 2D, you know, things by this time still, and we were solid. Colonel!
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you
Ah,
down
I was
one
fast
bit.
enough. If you take too long, he says something else.
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Whatever could they have to deal with 2 F-16s?
Behind D.
Behind D.
Colonel. What's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea, but it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed. There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly behind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so...
Cute.
cute.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the
Famous
famous
solid snake.
snake.
Why did I go slow there?
I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first,
That was
let me
kind of
explain
funny
about
that
your
it slowed
Soliton
down
radar
exactly
system.
then.
The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake.
Okay.
The red dots are your enemies.
I gotta
and
look
the
for a
blue
solution to
cone
this
shape represents
problem.
Their field of vision. Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly
I'm saying it's a
developed
problem
senses
with the
of hearing
game.
and
I
vision
actually
due
am
to the
not sure
gene
because my
therapy.
PC is not.
Make sure you don't let them see you.
My PC is having a
First,
problem
I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the
every
DARPA
now and
chief.
again.
The DARPA chief
It's
was injected
really
with
weird.
the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you. He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get
It's not a
whatever
normal.
information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you
Because
won't
now
be able
it's
to use
getting
it.
weird.
Yes, it gets jammed
And
easily, I'm
I've
afraid.
tested this game
Yes,
before. I didn't have
it's
any
all
of
made
these
from
issues.
currently existing technology. You won't
That's
be able
so
to
strange.
use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar. So contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice.
Thanks, Naomi.
I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data.
You try and leave windowed mode off.
Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your
Discord?
binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself.
Yeah, I was about to do that. I mean, I was about to try something. Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to try, by the way. And I'm not playing the, I'm specific, that's like exactly what I said in the intros. I'm not playing the 50 Hz version of the game. But I am going to limit the frame rate now. It's just weird because I didn't need to do this until I started streaming. Because it's like the PC slowing down, not just the game. Which is weird. Also, the game crashed. That's not good. The game just gave up. Okay, but I've applied the frame rate limiter, so let's see if that helps. Yeah, see, I specifically chose the US version because I know that's a problem. Just so weird that it's happening now when I've started streaming it. Let's see if that runs better. Obviously, I'm going to skip some of the intro stuff. Because we already just did these.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like...
Please, video game, don't break on me like this. I heard something. He's listening. He's got good hearing. He couldn't have just jumped into the water. Surely.
What was that noise?
Ooh, free ration. That seems to be running better so far. Every now and again I can still hear it. That's a shame. And like, I've been testing this extensively off of stream to make sure that it works, so. And the answer maybe would just be get my PS3 version up and running.
Snake, there's an elevator there you can...
Only problem with my PS3 version is I think it's the Europe version that I have. Which is not a transparent. Honestly, it's only a problem for me. Yeah, the cutscene is ready. Watch this magic trick, guys. I got it that time. Alright, so we can skip that one. Then we can skip the start of this call because we were already in the mailing radar explanation.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy
we
to
did this
fly
part
high
too.
in this country.
And then this is
The
where we
bright
were.
dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision.
Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
It's better,
The
but
DARPA
it's not
chief was
fixed.
injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you.
He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists.
And
if he's alive, that
I'm gonna
is.
turn off game recording specifically as well. I actually didn't realize I had that on
Snake,
now.
your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you
I actually
won't
think
be
that
able to
might be
use it.
causing an issue.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice.
I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Thank you, Mei Ling.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
If you want to get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
Yeah, I
Can't
don't understand why my
asshole, let
frame
me
rate is
in.
just dying.
There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
Well, something I closed just seemed to make it go better.
What about the air duct near the door?
Nope, there it goes again. What the fuck?
There should also be a duct on the second floor.
I'm so tempted to just do the effort to get my PS3 plugged in.
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
I'll give it a little bit longer. Maybe it'll become better as we go on. Cute detail here. If you're here by the edge of the water, you can actually hear the waves crashing. You can only really hear it from here. Wait a minute. There they are. We'll get there, we'll get there. He's in the corner. So there's a fun thing about this guard here specifically. You'll see there's a guard patrolling on the right here. Because the PlayStation 1 had limited resources, this guard on the right here is the only one that can track footprints.
Huh? Whose footprints are these?
It's still cool that they can do it. Then also, you might recognize this from Metal Gear 2. Here's your first gun to pick up is in the back of the truck here. We're not going to grab it right now because you get some extra dialogue if you don't. Here's the sleeping guard. How do I zoom in again?
Snake, just to make sure, let's review how to use the codec system.
Blah, 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 blah. I know how to do that. Do I have to be closer to get the call about him? I can't remember.
Snake, your mission is to
I don't remember. I think you have to get closer to see him. There's also like a camera here.
Camera?
I'll check. I don't remember if it is from her or not. Feels like a cam link. Oh, here's a funny thing that I learned recently. You can actually see the light from one of the lights here bleeds in through the wall here. So if you actually lean up against it, you can get an alert. But instead of the SOCOM being my first weapon, we get stun grenades. Once he gets the grenades, you can call Campbell and he'll tell you about the weapon.
Good. You've got yourself a weapon. To use it, first hold down the R2 button to enter the weapon
And then he'll
mode.
give you
Then
Nastash's
select the weapon you want with the
Nastash's
directional
codec
button.
number.
After you've selected the weapon you want, let go of the R2 button to exit weapon mode. The weapon you selected should appear in your hand. To use the weapon, follow the directions displayed in the window. If you use the R1 button, you can equip your weapon more quickly. While you're barehanded, Press the R1 button to equip the last weapon you used. Press the R1 button while you're holding a weapon to be barehanded again. Don't fire your gun needlessly, or you might be discovered. If
But
you
Campbell,
had
it's a
gun
stun
with
grenade.
Suppressor, it would be a different story. If you have any questions about weapons or equipment, you should ask our military analyst, Nastasha. Her frequency is 141.52.
I like Nastasha. Let's speak to Nastasha.
This is Nastasha Romanenko. A pleasure to work with you, Solid Snake.
You're the nuclear specialist that the Colonel mentioned?
That's me. You can ask me anything about nukes that you want. I am also a military analyst, so I have an extensive knowledge of weapon systems as well. They asked me to participate in this operation as a supervisor from the Nuclear Emergency Search Team. I was happy to accept. We must not allow terrorists to get their hands on nuclear weapons of any kind. I hope I can help you to stop them.
You're a tough lady.
Those terrorists are serious about launching a nuclear weapon? The world cannot stand by idly and allow that to happen, and neither can I. Unfortunately, all I can do from here is provide you with information.
Hopefully that'll be enough. Another soldier here wouldn't make a difference anyway. It's good to work with you, Nastasha.
Same here, Snake.
I like Nastasha. She's got some of the best lines.
Those are stun grenades. They are often used in sensitive operations such as freeing hostages and that
Oh, the audio thing is killing me, man.
sort of thing. Sometimes they are called flash bangs or sound and flash grenades. They make a big flash and lots of noise, which will disorient and disable your opponents temporarily. You have to understand that they won't kill the bad guys, but just stun them for a few seconds. Use them wisely.
Thank you, ma'am. It's good advice. Let's talk to Mei Ling.
You code, Snake?
No, I didn't mean to press. Oh, I gotta put on my best Mei Ling impression, I guess. Snake, remember what the girl said? The graveyards of men are full of indispensable... Fuck, I already fucked it. Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can. You're right. Wow. You know all sorts of great quotes, don't you? Well, both my parents are from Guangdong, China, but I was born and raised in America. I've always liked reading literature from both sides. Kinda keeps me in touch. I'll share some more quotes with you if you like. She winked. I'm looking forward to it, but to tell you the truth, I'd like to learn more about you. Well, I'll think about it. Sorry, that's about the best Mei Ling impression that you're gonna get. Oh, you do get chaff from the middle there. Okay, so here's a fun thing. So because of the PlayStation's limited memory, pretty much out here, this is the only guy that can chase you. What's fun about this as well is if you do get him, you can basically hold this one guy hostage and it'll kill the whole alert. And if you're really good at it, it'll even go through the whole evasion. Which is pretty fun. Another fun thing is the two guards here. Fuck, I forgot they respawn a guy for a while. There's actually a limited amount of guys that come. I forgot. I wanted to show off the two guys guarding. There's a guy at the top that guards the stairs on the right, and the guy at the bottom left who's awake after that. Yeah, I fucked up. Obviously I don't have my stuff anymore. I do want this alert either way. Gotcha.
A surveillance camera?
A surveillance camera? Chaff grenades disable cameras. Let's us sneak by. Oh, I killed the sleeping god. Oh well. Oh, there's a call you can have about the big door.
Snake, you'll never be able to get through the front door. Find some other way to get in.
Oh, I forgot I need to get the Stasha Romanenko call now.
Snake, you'll never be able to...
Oh wait, I'm still by the door. Whoopsie!
Good. You've got yourself a weapon.
Let's just get Stasha quick. 1.52.
This is Nastasha Roman.
What is it? Talk to you later, Snake.
Hello, Utopia. Hope you're doing alright.
That's a chaff grenade. It's a special grenade that disperses thin, narrow metallic strips of various lengths and frequency responses. It can confuse electronic equipment. It will be useful against machines which depend upon electronic sensors. Naturally, for it to be effective, you must use it before you are attacked. If you are expecting an attack, spread the chaff beforehand.
Makes sense, makes sense. Alright, so there's a fun thing that happens if you don't take the gun and then...
That base must have some kind of ventilation system to recirculate the air. There should be air ducts around there somewhere. They must need a lot of power to run the base. There's probably a diesel generator somewhere. And since generating electricity requires oxygen, there must be exhaust openings for that too.
I love breathing
You're not
in
gonna
the
believe
diesel.
this, but they shot down the F-16s we were using as a diversion with a Hind D. Then we got a
Damn.
message from Liquid. He said if we try something like that again, he'll launch the nuke. Snake, hurry up and get in there. That Hind will be coming back soon.
That's crazy. Imagine shooting down 2 jets with a helicopter. Because that's what he just did. Alright, so remember we're still unarmed. But normally you go to the right here. We'll go there now. But if you happen to go this way first, and you're unarmed and you've triggered an alert, there's actually a bonus senior.
Were all the Silcom pistols unloaded?
Yeah, but there was a problem.
What is it?
The security on the door was broken.
So the door is still open? Second floor where?
The east side room.
We better fix it before the boss finds out.
I'm gonna try one thing.
But that's nothing.
I'll just let
I
the
heard they
cinematic
spotted
play.
an intruder outside.
Really? Maybe we'll finally get to see some action.
Yeah, but we better do something about that door.
Let's put it in order to have it repaired.
Yeah, so firstly they talk about the SOCOM, which is in the truck outside. Now because you've had this video play, it won't be in the truck anymore. It'll actually be in a different place. I'm just gonna save quick. I'm gonna quit the game quick and then come back in.
The Soliton radar won't work in a narrow space. Too much harmonic resonance. The radio waves produce interference, and we can't analyze the topographic data. Try to hang on until you get to a more open space, okay?
Utopia, I'm having an issue with this one for some reason. So I think MGS2, 3 are fine. There's also mods that make it just 100 times better. You'll see there's a guide on MGS2 and MGS3 that make it 100 times better. The only remaining issue on 2 and 3 is the compressed audio, but there's literally guys who have uncompressed it and brought in the PS3, PS4, PS5 versions, so that's easy to fix. I'm having a bit of a weird issue with the frame rate on this one.
Don't give up, Snake.
Which I'm going to try and fix now quickly. If I can fix that, then I'll tell you what the solution is. But MGS1 seems to be the only issue for me right now. The other two games, no problem. You just have to learn the new control scheme. If you've never played it before, well, then it's just a weird control scheme. I do recommend a controller. And I do think the games are worth playing if you've never played them before. It's a pretty good place to get them. But yeah. I'm gonna quit the game quick just to try something, because I think I have an inkling of what might be going on. It just means I have to close the game. To 1080. I'm running my PC's desktop resolution at 1440p. I have a feeling it might actually be affecting the game while I'm streaming. So I'm gonna quickly see if this fixes it. Oh. I mean, that already sounds 100 times better. Hey, so the solution is, if you want to play MGS1 as well as part of the collection, you need to run the game at 1080p. You probably wouldn't have noticed this. I have a mod on MGS1 that lets me play it in windowed borderless. So you probably wouldn't have noticed this either. But that sounds like it's fixed. Like, actually. I actually haven't... there were major issues at launch on MGS2, MGS3. They've since patched it. The patch versions are very good. And if you want to make them better, there's plenty of modding tools to do so. Yes. I am, my plan, now that I've fixed the sound issue I was having, my plan is pretty much to play all the way at least until 4. If people want to see 5 as well, I might do that too. Nah, I think I've completely fixed it, Zara. I actually think that was the problem, was the fact that I was running it in 1440p. Like, I can't even hear it now, and you could hear it even now. Before I say I'm done, I do need to switch back to 1440p for a second, because I need to move my windows around. Yeah, you can see the minute I switch back to 1440p, the problem comes back. Okay, back to 1080. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna trigger the video again so that the SOCOM moves. But I think we're good. Yeah, I've extensively played 2 and 3 on this Master Collection since they've patched it. And like I said, with the mods. And I haven't had issues since. It's literally the hardest part of this these games is learning the control schemes, especially if you come from the PlayStation versions. You have to unlearn how you play the PlayStation versions for MGS 2 and 3 specifically. They have a different control layout, similar but different. Okay, so it looks like I didn't need to trigger that cutscene again, so that's good. Hello, mouse friends. This should be our good friend Master Miller.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in Alaska longer than you, so call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here.
The bars are the same.
Is 141.80. Those mice are Alaskan field mice. Don't worry, they can't hurt you. Wild field mice don't have a thick layer of fat, but they can still survive the bitter winters here without hibernating. Tunnels under the snow. That's where they stay warm.
Survival specialists, huh? I should learn from them.
But there's a dark side too. Sometimes the males will kill and eat offspring that's not
Let me
their
know
own.
if that fixes it.
To ensure the survival of their own genes, right?
Yeah, pretty brilliant program, huh? If there are mice, that means there must be an exit somewhere. Follow the mice.
Follow the mice. There is another cutscene I could trigger upstairs, which is just them sharing again that there's an intruder. They also hint that there's another intruder. I think on off for like 6. I don't know if it's like 6 years. Maybe it's about 6 years. I've been on off a streamer. I've been putting in a lot more work this year to sort of try and make it a bit more than just a hobby. Excuse me. Hello, Campbell.
Use the elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
Okay, so the sound issue does come back every now and again. It's not that terrible, though. It's not as bad as it was before. I didn't mean to get alerted, yeah. It was a mistake. No, you heard nothing. Oh, shit! Don't do it, it's a trap. I don't even have a gun. Please, let me live. Ah, I missed. Hey, so there's the SOCOM again. So if you still don't pick up, if you don't pick up the SOCOM from outside, it gets moved here. We're still not going to pick it up. Ah! I'm sorry. I've made an error. God, I'm so glad that audio, like, again, it's not completely gone, but I'm glad it's mostly gone. Like, that was the only bad thing. I was going to switch to the PS3 version just for this game. Yeah, so you can see now they've run out of sentries, so no one will, at least I think no one will chase me now, pretty much, in this area, because I've killed all the guys that normally chase. Consistent starting out is one thing, I think it's more important to find a theme for yourself that you enjoy. So I've sort of found like I like showing off older games most of all. I'll play newer games too. But I like showing off and explaining things about older games that people might not know about nowadays because we're just in a new generation of gaming, right? So the big part about it is you got to start doing it, and you don't specifically have to like say, this is the time I'm going to do it forever. You need to play around with a few times, but consistently play around with a few times, like 3 weeks in a row. And the biggest mistake you could make is looking at your viewer count and saying, man, I have no viewers, no one must be watching. A big thing about Twitch is people can watch anonymously, so you almost have to pretend there's a possibility that someone is always watching. Which is very difficult to do because at that point you almost have to be talking to yourself. That's the big thing to practice, because a lot of people, that's assuming that you actually want people to watch, you know. Like, you could be just streaming because you like putting your video on Twitch. That's cool too. But if you specifically want people to watch, you do need to get into the habit of at least talking about what you're doing every now and again and not being completely quiet. Because nobody really wants to tune into a stream for what they're watching and just see gameplay, at least not on Twitch. And I'm not saying there isn't a market for that, it's just it's much smaller a market than if you actually are trying to become a streamer. But yeah, the important thing is give it a try and see if you enjoy it, and don't force yourself to do it if you don't enjoy it. You know, it's got to be for streaming to be something that's cool to do for yourself. It's got to be fun to do as well. I think that's a big part of it. You gotta enjoy doing it. Fun thing about the elevator here, if you're impatient, you can press the door button twice and it'll just immediately open the doors. I find it fun. It's taken me a while to get into the fun of it, especially because a lot of people will try and look at it as a job first, and it doesn't become a job until you're getting a good amount of income from it, and the ad income is such a minor part of that that you can get easily discouraged looking at those numbers and going, oh, I'm not really getting a lot of people watching, therefore, I mean, people have ad blockers and shit now. But you gotta just take it as a hobby first, find the enjoyment of it, and the more you enjoy the hobby, the more people will come to witness and watch you, if that makes sense. I'm by no means an expert of the system either. I'm just enjoying showing off old games to people, is where I am. Alright, so there's a fun thing about here. This is like the warehouse. So if you actually look at the doors here, you can see the names of the weapons on the doors, including I think this guy turns left, I can't remember. Okay, including this one. But if you remember the conversation, the guys were talking about the door being broken and they're gonna repair it. So if you still don't pick up the SOCOM up there, it's down here too. I'm still not gonna pick it up. The game doesn't really expect you to be down here, that's why there's guards here. Oh god. I didn't mean to get spotted. Oh shit. He's gonna come. Oh. Damn it! I'm so dead. Bum, 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 bum. Ah! Shit. Oops. Snake! Alright, let's go to basement 1. Where we're gonna go find the DARPA chief, according to our intel. You'll actually see him there on the right hand side on the minimap.
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA chief. He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
There he is. Yeah, definitely give it a try though if you're keen on the idea. Right, so to get in here, Campbell's going to teach us how to use the ladder, which I'm going to promptly ignore. Let me see if I can do this still. I'm not good at this. Oh, almost got it. Nah, I can't do it. Okay, there's a way to like sort of get in there and stand up, but I'm not gonna waste too much time on it. So the only way in, because we don't have any key cards and the like, we can only get in through here. Over here to the left is Johnny, I think. Is it Johnny? Oops. He's not really
Oh, kind of damn cold.
having a shit.
I hate Alaska.
He's just kind of
Boy, oh boy,
wasting his
that
time.
one is built all right.
Oh yeah, I can sympathize with that idea for building viewership, but you gotta cultivate that, and because there are so many people trying to do this, it's easy to get discouraged because sometimes you'll start with 1 viewer, sometimes you'll start with 2, sometimes you'll be at 0 for a while. The only way people really find you is when you build that consistency. Once you've found the thing you enjoy doing. So you first gotta find what you enjoy doing, and then when you keep doing it, people will come. They exist, right? Every person has a market for themselves. It's just depending on that market and depending who's already filling that market, the fact is they're gonna go to people. And I think the best way to look at it when you start getting people is just appreciating that they're taking the time to watch, you know? It's like, if they took the time to watch for 20 seconds or 2 hours, it's like, man, this person took time out of their day to watch my little whatever I'm doing. You just gotta do it. And realize that it takes time. It could take 2 months, it could take 2 days, it could take 2 years. It's just, you gotta realize the process. And yeah, so like I said, that's Johnny, he's busy shitting. We've got Meryl over here, if I remember. Oh, I went the wrong way. Sorry, that's just the desk where he watches. It's the other way. It's the other way. Yes, Meryl?
Is that a woman? Not you.
Is that a woman? There's a fun Easter egg with Meryl here. It's extremely tedious to get the Easter egg, but I think it is worth it. Sure. I agree with you, Moon. It's like getting discouraged, getting not discouraged is the hardest part, because sometimes there just won't be people, and that's a big part of it. It's just like sometimes the viewer count will just be 1, which is you watching yourself, but that is it. The voice lines, I don't know if I can boost it more, but then the music might overpower it. I can boost the audio. It's just I don't have control of the music, so let's try that. And if the game gets loud sometimes, that's fine. What was I saying? Yeah, sometimes you're going to see the viewer count and it's going to be like 1 or 0 or whatever, and you have to pretend there's people there sometimes, because the fact is sometimes Twitch just straight up doesn't show you if somebody's watching, because there is anonymous modes and the like. So if you come here again, he does a different exercise. I won't go through, well, unless you guys really want me. I'll go through one more if you guys want to see all of them. Let me know. So I'm going to do one more and then carry on to the DARPA chief. As you can see, this Easter egg is a little tedious. No, I'm just checking on her. I gotta make sure she's okay for the colonel. Actually, I wonder if the colonel has a line for me there. Let me call him. Achieve of the Saint. Have a good one, Utopia. Thank you for coming along. Really appreciate it. Damn, can you imagine what you have to do to get your leg up that high? Let's see if the colonel has something to say about me.
It looks like the chief is being held in a cell. Find some way to get in there. Hurry up and get him out.
Okay.
Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there
Classes,
someplace to
then.
drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
Whoops, I didn't mean to call him again.
Snake, the DARPA chief's...
Not like he's saying much. No! The cancel button is the other button, Miguel. Down we go.
Who's that?
I'm here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really?
Ready.
It's true. You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
Mary Anderson.
They could launch a nuke.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
Yo, does this man have maggots in his fucking prison? Damn.
Okay.
That's gross.
We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth.
What could it be?
A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
You don't mean... Like
Metal Gear. It can't be.
you left me hanging there for a bit.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between ArmsTech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data and then proceed to mass production.
Mass, indeed. That thing is huge.
If it hadn't been for the revolution,
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex?
Metal Gear Rex.
Snake, you can't ask
The
every...
code name for the new
fucking-
Metal
you can't
Gear
answer
prototype.
every statement with a question, man.
Probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
That's Johnny. You
I
almost
thought that
saw
all
me.
nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course, there is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes, Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker, the president of Arms Tech.
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch.
B.
But they found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
Oh no.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password...
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime.
Anyway.
But there is a way to stop the launch.
Anyhow.
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by Arms Tech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes,
Yes.
you can stop the launch.
Me can stop the launch.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need
Slots?
to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys.
Whoa, you didn't ask a question.
Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Shit, there it was. He was just deflecting.
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement.
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color?
Okay, sir, I will, sir.
Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha.
Alright, I just want to check if I have smoothing.
Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
Anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
No.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's
Yes.
their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon. What is it?
Bro's not having a good time. He's Jim. They jimmied him.
Naomi, the chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but
A heart attack? No.
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
Absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
Yo, someone's getting beat up. Look at the minimap. They kicked his ass. This is a cool angle, by the way. Most people just watch through the door, but you can actually see outside if you lean up against the wall here. Which is pretty cool. You can see Meryl waiting for us outside, yeah. There's also some cool things if you're at a dead body. All dead bodies have like a viewing angle if you crouch down, depending on which side you crouch down at them. I don't think they have front and back. Oh, they do have a back one. Oh, you got an extra roll of toilet paper.
Sorry, Snake, but it looks like the rescue was a failure. There's no reason to stay in that cell anymore. Snake, get out of there and go to the second floor basement. You've got to rescue the president of Arms Tech, Kenneth Baker, before the terrorists find out his detonation code.
What do you have to say, Nastasha?
They were conducting exercises with this new Metal Gear prototype? Is that what the DARPA chief said?
Yeah.
What the hell?
So
What
you
the
know
hell?
about Metal Gear.
Just rumors. I heard it is some kind of walking tank that can deliver an accurate nuclear strike from any terrain. Mountains, deserts, swamps, wherever. But you are the real expert on Metal Gear, aren't you, Snake?
Yeah, I guess I am. But what about the PAL system that the DARPA chief mentioned?
It is a device attached to a nuclear weapon system to prevent the missile from being armed or launched. Usually, a secret detonation code or combination is necessary to launch the missile.
According to the chief, there are 2 codes, and the terrorists already know one of them.
The other code? If the terrorists find out that one too.
Yeah, I've got to hurry and rescue President Baker.
You think Master has anything to say about this?
You say the DARPA chief is dead?
Yeah, according to Naomi, it was a heart attack.
It couldn't be. Well, it looks like all you can do now is find Kenneth Baker, the president of Arms Tech. He's in the second floor basement, isn't he?
Yeah, on the other side of that wall that was cemented over.
Okay. Good luck, Snake. You can do it.
The DARPA chief. Poor man. He has a heart attack right after you save him. I'm getting a bad feeling about this, Snake. Maybe you should let me save your mission.
Yes, ma'am. I'd appreciate you saving my mission. Nothing else to say? Oh. Alright, let's go meet Meryl.
Don't move!
So, this is a cool thing. If you don't pick up the gun,
So you killed the chief.
the cinematic
bastard.
specifically has you holding the SOCOM here, but because we don't have the SOCOM, he's gonna grab
Liquid?
Meryl's barrel instead.
No, you're not. Don't move!
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie!
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here.
Looks like we'll be a little delayed.
So you'll actually see the SOCOM in a box here.
Don't think, shoot!
So the game is really, really trying to get you to pick up the gun for obvious reasons. I feel okay. So I was trying to not get hit. If you get hit there, you get knocked into it. But if you actually don't pick up the thing there, even there's something that happens now. So you'll see Snake moves to the bottom and you're forced to pick up the smoke. The SOCOM there.
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
I'm telling you, shoot!
Snake, what are you doing? Take care of the bad guys and get the hell out of there. You better use that weapon you found.
Yeah, he's like, use the weapon you found, damn it. Why aren't you shooting them? No, there was a ration right there. Snake! Damn it! I'm screwing it up. I'll try it once more. If I don't get it right, I'll just pick up the gun. I was gonna make you guys run through this sequence forever. Meryl, please, release me! Thank you, Meryl. Ah, I grabbed it anyway. Oh well.
What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
I'm telling you, shoot!
Good job, Meryl. Meryl just tanks a grenade, yeah? Now guys, you gotta pay close attention. This is gonna be on the test.
Wait!
Are you paying attention? Guys?
Who are you?
Guys, did you pay attention?
You fool! You've killed him!
I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind.
Now we'll never get that detonation code.
Boss, I have a good idea.
Damn, we're going to not being able to from not being able to pull the trigger to this.
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound's psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
That was Mantis. Right, so more importantly, before we leave this area, we gotta study Johnny's ass. Because, depending on which version of the game you played, Japan had underwear, because you can't show his ass. The US and Europe had pixels. Not that that matters, because the guy's modeled his butt anyway. Yeah. Don't ask me why. They did, but they did. Like, why put the sensor there if they're gonna actually model his ass? You could just zoom in on the scope there to get through it. Which is pretty funny. You could do that on the North American and Japanese North American and Europe versions. The Japanese version is wearing underwear. I believe when they first released the PC version of the Master Collection, that he was also everyone had that the pants. Right, so earlier, you know that room with the SOCOM, that open door across from us here. You can see that room still open, and that's because it has a new prize for us. I forget what it is exactly. Oh, it's the thermal goggles. So if you don't get the thermal goggles here, you have to get them much later. And they're really good early on, but this door gets blocked off. So you won't be able to get them until much later. We can get in that door where I think the suppressor is. They actually do expect you to sort of come up here after that, after you get the SOCOM and the level 1 card, because I'm guessing it's a PlayStation 1 problem. All the cinematics with the SOCOM in it have the suppressor attached. Yeah, it's not here. I thought it's here. Must be downstairs then. Oh, I'm missing a door. Ah, it's that door downstairs there, I think. I could be wrong. We can talk about the cardboard box.
What have you got there? A cardboard box?
Look at Colonel's smile.
Trick? That's the Snake I remember. Those poor fools won't know what hit them.
Yeah, Master, what do you think of this box?
A cardboard box, huh? Just like Zanzibar.
It saved my skin more than a few times in outer heaven, too.
Getting the maximum use out of ordinary on-hand objects is the first principle of survival. It's especially important in covert operations.
I haven't forgotten what you taught me.
Does Mei Ling have something to say?
What's up, Snake?
Nope. Maybe she has some other wisdom.
Snake, like Shakespeare said, naughts had, all spent, while our desire is got without content. Basically, it means that your desire can get you into trouble if you're not careful. That goes for items, too. Don't get too greedy or you might be sorry. Be careful, Snake.
Or just don't use your items dumbly. Nastasha, what do you think of my box?
A cardboard box. A cardboard box usually consists of a thin pasteboard with a corrugated paper center. They are usually made of recycled paper. It was first invented in Europe over 100 years ago. It was originally used to absorb one's sweat when wearing hats. With the same amount of wood to make one wooden box, you can make 6 or 7 cardboard boxes. And since it's recyclable, it's highly economical. In addition, it's strong and easy to store. That's why it's widely used for packing. But to avoid damaging weapons and other delicate instruments when shipping them, they should be packed in stronger boxes like wood or something. Also, the crevices should be filled with styrofoam to prevent them from moving around. So, anyway, what's with the box?
Oh, nothing. No big deal.
Yeah, Snake can't bring himself to tell Nastasha what he's doing with the box after that full technical explanation of how a cardboard box is made. I think this guy falls asleep in here. If you get an alert, he's awake forever. I'm forgetting. Yeah. Is this the suppressor? Yes, some comp suppressor. Right, time to go to basement level 2. You'll notice there's no guards here. And there's a bunch of the walls here that have different colors. And also if you smack on the wall, it'll make a weird sound. Can't get the FAMAS. I think it's level 2. The FAMAS. The famous Amus. You can blow up these strange walls with the C4. It's pretty nice. Oopsie! I was a little close to that one. In fact, I think the Nastasha has some advice about that.
That is C4 explosive, a plastic explosive with a texture similar to clay, so you can shape it in almost any way you want. Although it has 1.4 times the destructive power of dynamite, it is highly stable and won't explode without a detonating device, even if it is shot, burned, or beaten. You are using a wireless detonator, yes? The detonator is equipped with a scrambler, so you don't have to worry about interference from any other radio source. Make sure you are sufficiently far enough away when it goes off. Also,
I probably should have done that.
As you know, the sound of the explosive will alert your enemies, so be careful.
As I know, huh? Well, to be fair, I haven't had C4 yet. Oops. Guys, I think I fucked up. Funnily enough, you can see the traps with the thermal goggles. I don't know why, I guess they give off heat. Hey, we should go meet the president of Armstech. I think he's like right here. Interesting that there's jamming here. Mei Ling, any thoughts about the jamming?
Snake, you can't use your radar in that area. There's some kind of electronic jamming coming from there. I wonder what it is. Anyway, be careful.
Good to know, good to know. Oh, didn't mean to skip you, I'm sorry. So, normally you just run in here and get surprised by what's going on, but if you're actually diligent, you can look through here and see what's going on already. You're not normally meant to, but you can. And you can shoot the president here.
What are you aiming at?
And as you can hear, somebody's waiting for us already.
What are you aiming at?
As we kill the president.
You idiot!
You get called an idiot by Ocelot. Look, Gordon, ropes.
Too late.
Oops. I fucked up. I'll let him know me.
I love to reload during a battle.
I pressed the button.
I like the feeling of slamming a long silver bullet into a
Okay,
well.
never mind. I was gonna let him kill me, but then he started doing it. Round 2.
Am I too late?
He's alive. You're the Armstech president, Kenneth Baker, right? Don't worry. I'm here to save you.
No, don't touch it!
C4.
Right. Touch that wire, and the C4 will blow up along with the old man. So you're the one that the boss keeps talking about.
And you?
Special Operations Foxhound. Revolver Ocelot. I've been waiting for you, Solid Snake. Now we'll see if the man can live up to the legend. This is the greatest handgun ever made. The Colt's Single Action Army. 6 bullets, more than enough to kill anything that moves. Now I'll show you why they call me Revolver.
I think he really likes that gun.
Draw!
Here's a fun thing you can do with Mr. Ocelot.
Draw!
You can dodge his bullets.
I love to reload during a battle. All right, alive. Hiding won't help you. I understand the bullets you see. I make them go where I want. Better hurry up. Don't you want to settle this?
You're normally meant to catch him just when he's running out of bullets. Because he'll kind of run away when you try and get him to line of sight with him to shoot him. As you can see, he's already trying to run away. Whoops. Sorry, Baker.
Smell of boredom. You know, that sulphur smell. But to you, it'll be the smell of your own death. Wait a minute.
Yo, Campbell, give me a hand.
If you've got a question about Foxhound, ask Dr. Naomi.
Revolver Ocelot is a former member of Spetsnaz. After the fall of the Soviet Union, he apparently served in the Russian tax police's elite SWAT team. After that, he joined the SVR, the Russian Foreign Intelligence Agency, which was formerly a part of the KGB. But according to my sources, he was dissatisfied with the rigid system of the KGB and wanted to get out. That's when he was recruited by Foxhound. He's a gun fanatic and totally obsessed with cowboy movies and spaghetti westerns. He's also something of a sadist. He learned the most advanced torture techniques while he was with Spetsnaz.
Yeah, he had plenty of practice. Lubyanka prison is located right there inside KGB headquarters. In a gunfight, reloading is usually the most dangerous time. But he loves it. Use that to your advantage. You'll have to take him out when he's reloading. Can you see where his number of remaining bullets is displayed on the screen?
Yeah.
Wait for the right moment and then take him out.
Counting to 6 is too hard.
He is using a single-action army? The first model of that gun was made in 1873, over 130 years ago. Today, they're still being made in small numbers, but that's just for collectors and such. Nobody uses them in combat anymore. The biggest drawback to revolver-style handguns is reload time. That's your chance.
I think we kill him during the reload time, right?
The muzzle velocity of a bullet fired from a revolver is slower than one fired from an automatic. That's bad for you. The slower a gun's muzzle velocity, the more damage it does. That's because the bullet will tend to lodge in the body instead of going right through. Those kind
That
of
sounds
wounds take
painful
a
as
long
fuck.
time to heal. Sometimes they never do. I think that's part of the reason he likes that gun. He's a real sick puppy, that Ocelot. The biggest drawback to
He's
a
a
revolver
real sick
is
puppy.
the reload time. That's your chance.
What a sick puppy.
Snake?
Oh, she's worried about us.
Come on, Snake, you can do it.
Hey, Mei Ling is our cheerleader. There's another option here if you have them. You can use stun grenades on them. I can't see! Got him!
You're pretty good. Just what I'd expect from the man with the same code as the boss.
Hey, he has a different line if you
Been a
die
long
like
time
5
since I
times
had
to him
such a
as
good
well.
Fight, but I'm just getting warmed up. What? My hand! Stealth camouflage. Can't you even die right? You were lucky. We'll meet again! Who are you? I like you. I have no name.
Who's this cool guy?
That exoskeleton.
Good question, Snake.
Can you talk?
Who are you?
I'm not one of them. The DARPA chief told me he gave them his detonation code. What about yours?
Oh, I get it. Excuse me. You're from the Pentagon.
Answer my question. What about your code? There's no time.
I talked.
What? Now the terrorists have both codes and can launch any time.
It's not like I didn't fight. I managed to resist Psycho Mantis's mind probe.
He couldn't read you? How'd you do it?
Surgical implants in my brain.
Surgical implants?
Kind of like a psychic insulation. Everyone who knows these top secret codes has it.
Even the DARPA chief?
Of course.
But the DARPA chief said Mantis got his code by reading his mind.
Are you sure you heard him right?
No, that's what he said.
I'm sure. In that case, how did they get your code?
I never had any training on how to resist torture.
Oh
It
boy.
looks like he had some fun with you, all right.
Yep.
Oh, he's not human. I tell you, he loved every second of it.
He looks like
What
he
happened
did.
to your arm?
He broke it.
Looks like you're more than even now. His was sliced off.
Ha, you're a funny man.
Snake, tell the
So
joke.
the DARPA chief, is he okay?
Dead.
What? Can't be. No, that's not what you promised, Jim. Now you want to shut me up? Oh.
Calm down. What's wrong with you? I just told you I was here to save you. I didn't kill the DARPA chief. He had a heart attack or something.
A heart attack? Oh, don't be a fool.
Anyway, the terrorists have both codes now.
Those boys are totally insane. They wouldn't hesitate to launch.
I agree, but what do they really want?
Oh, who knows? Maybe they're like us in the arms industry, always looking forward to the next good war.
Well, I'm not gonna let these maniacs start a war today. You still have the card keys?
Card keys?
To override the detonation code. I heard you had them.
No, not anymore.
What? Who does then? Not the terrorists.
No, that woman.
Woman?
Woman? Who?
A soldier that was thrown in prison along with me.
A female soldier. It must be.
She said she had just joined up as a new recruit. They threw her in prison because she refused to take part in the rebellion.
A new recruit? Could that be the colonel's niece?
I gave her the key.
Oh, at
Looks
least we
like
know
she
it's
managed
safe
to
for
break
now.
out of here, though. I hope she's okay.
I'm sure she is. She's green, but as tough as they come. But how did you know she escaped?
I was in contact with her by codec. Until I was tied up here, that is.
Codec?
Yes, she stole it from the guard. If she still has it, you should be able to contact her.
I'm sure she still has it. What frequency was she at?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, it's... Oh, sorry. I forgot.
Damn!
Well,
Oh,
shit.
that's right. It should be on the back of the CD case. Try to contact her.
I'll contact her right
CD
away.
case?
But tell me, if this doesn't work, is there some other way to prevent the missile launch?
You need to find Hal Emmerich, one of my employees.
Who's that?
The team leader of the Metal Gear Rex project. A genius at engineering, but a little bit of an oddball. If there's anyone who can figure out how to stop Metal Gear from launching, it's him.
What if he can't come up with anything?
You'll have to destroy it. Emmerich knows how to destroy Metal Gear.
Where is this Emmerich?
Well, he's probably being held somewhere in the nuclear warhead storage building. It's north from here. That's where he worked.
I understand, but why Metal Gear? The
Why
nuclear
not?
age ended with the turn of the millennium.
Oh, you're wrong. The threat of nuclear war isn't gone. In fact, it's greater than it's ever been. The amount of spent nuclear fuel and plutonium is increasing even today. Listen, have you ever seen a warehouse full of nuclear material?
No.
Drums and drums of nuclear waste stacked this high, as far as you can see. Because there's still no real way to dispose of the stuff.
So they just close the lid and try to pretend like it'll go away?
Essentially, yes. And they're not even doing a good job of storing it. Many of the drums are corroded, with nuclear waste seeping out of them.
Unbelievable.
Not only that, but several pounds of muff are reported every year.
Muff?
It stands for material unaccounted for.
That's pretty muff.
It proves that there's a large and well-organized black market in nuclear materials. Furthermore, since the end of the Cold War, Russian nuclear engineers in particular are out of work with nowhere to turn.
That's
In other
muff.
words, there's plenty of available nuclear material and scientists for making a bomb. We live in an age when any small country can have a nuclear weapons program.
Muffing is happening.
Superpowers.
Russia and China still maintain a significant nuclear presence. Complete nuclear disarmament is an impossibility. To maintain our own policy of deterrence, we need a weapon of overwhelming power.
Metal Gear.
You mean Metal Gear?
Yes. You know our industry suffered quite a blow as a result of the cuts in military budgets due to this so-called peace.
I remember hearing a lot about mergers and takeovers among the big weapons makers.
Yes, and after my company lost their bid to produce the Air Force's next line of fighter jet, the Metal Gear system was our last ace in the hole. That's why we pushed to have Metal Gear developed as a black project.
Black project?
Secret projects paid for by the Pentagon's black budget. You can avoid a lot of red tape and get a great lead time on your weapons production. And no one can bother you.
Project.
Not
It's
even
black.
those bleeding heart liberals on the Military Oversight Committee.
Bribes.
I prefer to think of it as good business. Anyway, Metal Gear was going to be formally adopted after the results of this exercise were analyzed.
I don't give a crap about you and your company.
Yes, that's about what I'd expect from a grunt like you. Here, this is what you came for, right?
Is this the CD?
An optical disc. It's all here. The main hard drive was destroyed by gunfire. This is the only remaining copy of the data.
What kind of data?
All the data collected from this exercise. Don't play dumb. I know you were sent to get this. I hid it from that sadistic maniac while he was torturing me. They don't know this disc exists. Make sure you report this to Jim. To your boss. I'll give you my card too. It'll open up all security level 2 doors.
Can you walk?
No. No, you go on without me. They got my password. They don't want anything else from me.
I have one more question. Who or what was that ninja thing? It looked like you knew something.
That ninja? That was Foxhound's dark little secret.
Dark little secret?
An experimental genome soldier.
You know him?
You should ask Dr. Naomi Hunter from Foxhound.
Oh.
She knows better than I.
Naomi?
You've got to stop them. If it goes public, my company and I are finished.
Naomi
What?
Hunter should know
Doesn't Metal Gear
something.
use currently existing technology?
Metal Gear itself does, but...
Uh-oh.
What did you do to me? Oh, no. Oh, no, it can't be. Those Pentagon bastards. So, they actually went and did it.
What are you talking about?
They're just using you for...
One, heart attack. Coincidence. 2, something's going fucking on around here.
What the hell?
Colonel, are you listening? Now he's dead too.
I have no idea.
Don't lie to me.
It looked like another heart attack, but...
Some kind of poison?
Well, there are lots of drugs that can cause a heart attack in large doses. For example, potassium chloride or dioxides, but we won't be able to tell without doing an autopsy.
Damn.
Snake, I want you and Meryl to work together.
Can I trust her?
More than you can trust me. Get in contact with her.
Snake, there's a lot of electrical interference coming from there. It should be okay if you do burst transmission like us, but normal transmission is probably impossible. Try moving away from that area.
Snake, get a hold of yourself.
Naomi, what the hell was that ninja thing? A member of Foxhound?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, we have no one like that in our unit.
Is that right?
Snake, I'm counting on you.
Damn. You think she's hiding something? She's not telling us something? She was silent for a little bit there. As with the other bodies, you get a unique camera angle and kneel next to the body. Now, you may have remembered that he said on the back of the CD case, and you might be thinking, oh, it's got to be on the back of his disc. Well, it's not, and he specifically tells you about that before he gives you this disc. The answer that we're looking for contacting Meryl is actually the fact that it's on the back of the real CD case for the game. I'll show you how we get to that in a minute.
The DARPA chief and President Baker. So now the terrorists know both detonation codes.
Yeah, and on top of that, they both died right in front of my eyes.
Snake, now that the terrorists have both detonation codes, the only way to stop a nuclear launch is to either use the detonation code release keys that Meryl's holding, or
find the Metal Gear chief engineer that President Baker mentioned, Hal Emmerich.
In any case, you should contact Meryl by codec. Wasn't her frequency written on the back of the CD case?
Campbell reiterating that it's on the back of the CD case.
It is just like Baker said. We are facing increasing danger from stored nuclear materials. You see, there are 3 elements necessary in the manufacture of nuclear weapons: nuclear materials, nuclear engineers, and manufacturing technology. All 3 of them can easily be acquired by either legal or illegal means. If you have enough money, that is.
Damn. Thanks, Nastasha. What do you think of this, Master?
First, the DARPA chief, and then President Baker die of a heart attack?
Yeah, smells pretty rotten to me. Master, do you know anything?
No, but there's definitely something going on. Keep your eyes open out there.
Interesting, so nobody knows anything.
Snake, you can't use your radar in that area. There's some kind of electronic jamming coming from there. I wonder what it is. Anyway, be careful.
Hey, so...
Be careful, Snake.
I'm not gonna save you. So, what they really mean is, like, the key is literally written on the physical CD case for the game. So you had to have the physical CD case in order to, you know, look at the back of it and see the code. When this game was released, the internet wasn't widespread. So if you rented this game, they used to give you like a bullshit copy of the box. So you didn't have the box to like read the code. In this, because I don't have the physical media and it's like the Steam release and whatnot, you can actually open up the online manual here in the menu and turn over the box to see the back of the CD case. This is the NA CD case, and look, over there is Meryl's frequency. We'll do her call last, and then I'll probably call it there. Actually, no. I will save her call for next time.
Snake, in China they say, you must cross the river before you tell the crocodile he has bad bread. Do you know what that means? It means that the wise man avoids danger first. Use your brain to avoid traps and stay away from the enemy.
Thank you, Mei-Ling. That's some good advice. And that's the start of Metal Gear Solid. Guys, hope you had a fun time. Sorry it was a bit glitchy. I'm tempted to switch to the PlayStation version just to avoid any issues. It doesn't look like we're having any more, but I'll first try and see if I can fix the problem. If I can fix the problem, cool. If I can't, I might switch to my PlayStation version, which is chill. I'll just have to get back to there before the next stream. Anyhow, hope it was fun. If you guys enjoyed, please hit the follow button, subscribe, or like, all that cool stuff. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.